Hey, my name is Azim, and I'm a 17-year-old machine learning developer and artificial intelligence enthusiast. This is a neural network that I built called the Generative Adversarial Network, or GAN for short. GANs are a specific type of artificial neural network that is able to create synthetic data similar to its given input data. I created a GAN to analyze and learn how real digits look like and then create its own handwritten digits from scratch, which is essentially teaching a neural network how to write. Here are some of the output digits from the GAN that I trained for 16 hours. It is obvious that some of the images are clear and precise, while others are skewed and blurry. And this is because the generator was able to fool the discriminator into thinking that all of those images were real handwritten digits. Here are some of the parts for the training process of the number 3. We can see that it starts off very blurry and skewed and looks nothing like the number 3. But as the training progresses, we can see that it looks more and more like the number 3 that we would write. GANs are made of two neural networks called the generator and the discriminator. The generator is an inverse convolutional neural network that takes a random input value, which is usually noise, and upscales it into a 28 by 28 image. The discriminator is a convolutional neural network with 3 convolutional layers that is able to differentiate between real and synthetic data. During the training process, the discriminator becomes better at differentiating between those images that are real and those that are synthetic. However, the generator also improves at creating synthetic images based on the discriminator to the point where the discriminator is not able to classify the image as real or fake and outputs all the images that it receives. So here's a little bit of the code that shows how the generator and the discriminator are trained. When the discriminator is trained, we feed it a batch of images from the MNIST dataset and then a batch of generated images. For the generator, we feed it a random z vector and pass this output to the discriminator. The generator's weights and biases are then updated to produce images closer to what the discriminator would classify as real. Today, GANs are being used for some super cool applications. One of them is text to image, where essentially the GAN is able to give an output image based on a sentence that you would type as its input. Also, GANs are able to generate new art based on sample images, and this allows us to see and experience art like we've never seen before. We all know that AI can complete tasks, some of which are simple and others that are complicated, like separating spam emails, classifying images, and even driving cars. However, AI can also be creative, and I believe that GANs are really at the forefront of the creativity of AI.